Hello students, welcome to Day-to-Day Math. Today on day 6, let us look into another case study question that is based on polynomials. Okay, so let's see. In a game of basketball, the path of the ball takes a parabolic path. We all know, okay? So when we play, most of us play basketball. So when we play basketball, the path of the ball that you throw into the basket will always follow a parabolic path, okay? So remember this. Just to understand what is a parabolic path, they have given you a figure and a person when he's throwing. If it is a perfect shoot, it will be a parabolic path only, okay? Now, parabola is a curve obtained when we graph a quadratic polynomial. So whenever we graph a quadratic, what's a quadratic polynomial? It is a polynomial of degree 2. What's its general form? Its general form is ax squared plus bx plus c. So whenever you graph this kind of polynomials, you will definitely get a parabola. Okay, remember that. You don't have graphing of a parabola for 10th standard, but then you should know what is it. When you graph a quadratic polynomial, you will definitely get a parabola. Then let's come to the first part of our case study based question. If the path of the ball is given by the polynomial 3x squared plus 8x plus 4, then the zeros of p of x are. So you're supposed to find what are the zeros of this polynomial. So how will you find the zeros of the polynomial? You have to factorize it. Let's take the polynomial. It is 3x squared plus 8x plus 4. So 3 4s are 12. So let us equate to 0 to find our zeros. So 3 4s 12. When you multiply two numbers, you have to get plus 12. And when you add them, you have to get plus 8. What are the two numbers? It will be plus 6 and plus 2. So come on, let's factorize it. 3x squared plus 6x plus 2x plus 4. Hope I believe all of you know what is factorization. I had split this 8x as 6 and 2 according to this condition. Okay. Okay, now let's club these two. Whatever could be taken out, let us take common out. So 3x into x plus 2. In the next bracket also, I should have x plus 2. So the factor to be taken out is 2. So my two factors are 3x plus 2 and x plus 2. Now 3x plus 2 equal to 0. X plus 2 equal to 0. So one value of x is going to be minus 2 by 3. Another value of x is going to be minus 2. So these two are the zeros. Where is this option? Minus 2 by 3 and 2. So this is the right option. Okay, so that's the first one. Second one. If the sum and product of the zeros of the quadratic polynomial are minus 3 and 4 respectively, then the polynomial is given by, so here you have to remember that equation. What is the equation? X squared minus sum of the roots into x plus product of the roots equal to 0. So x squared minus, what's the sum? Sum is minus 3. So minus 3 into x. Product is 4. 4 equal to 0. So you will have x squared minus into minus will become plus 3x plus 4 equal to 0. So both are positive. So which option is coming under this? So fourth option. So this is the first and second option question. Now coming to subdivision C. In the following graphical representation of the path of the basketball, the parabola touches the x-axis at only one point. So this is a graph given. This is a parabola. The parabola is touching the axis exactly at one point, which is 1. What does it infer? Okay, what does it infer to? So when you have only 1 point, what does it tell? Definitely a parabola will have two zeros for sure. But in this case, since it touches the x-axis only at one point, both the zeros are identical and it has only one zero. So out of these, which one will be true? The polynomial has only one zero and both the zeros are identical zeros. So that option is not there. So let me tick this. The polynomial has only one zero. Then subdivision D. Which of the following graphs does not represent the path of a basketball? So I told you already, the path of the basketball will always be a parabola. So when you look, this is a parabola, this is a parabola, this is a parabola. So this one will not, this is not a parabola. Okay. So that is the right option. Then coming to subdivision E. if the zeros of the quadratic polynomial, this is the polynomial, are 2 and minus 3, then, so what is given? The zeros we represent as alpha and beta, no? So the alpha is 2 and beta is minus 3. This is what is given. Okay, so they're asking us to find what is A and B. So that there should be some method to find what's A and B. No? There are two methods. I'll follow one easy method. What is the sum of these two zeros? Sum alpha plus beta is going to be 2 minus 3, which is minus 1. Then what's the product of these two? Product of these two is going to be alpha into beta, which is 2 into minus 3, which is equal to minus 6. Now let me compare that one with this. So I know based on this sum and product, if I frame the equation, my equation is going to be x squared minus sum of the root into x plus product of the root. This is what is the quadratic polynomial when sum and product is given. Okay, now so this becomes x squared, minus into minus will become plus x, plus into minus is minus 6. Now look at the two boxes which I had drawn, the first box and the second box. In the place of a plus 1, that is the coefficient of x, what do I have here? It is 1. So let me equate. So I'll equate 1 with 2, comparing 1 and 2. So I will have a plus 1 equal to 1. So my value of a is going to be 1 minus 1, which is 0. In the place of b, what do I have? Minus 6. So value of b is going to be minus 6. So the right option is a is 0, b is minus 6. This is the right option. So these are the 5 subdivisions based on polynomials that I had connected with the perfect shoot of a basketball. Hope you understood, children. So thank you all of you. Meet you tomorrow.